Good evening. We're back with another episode of the Lord of the Rings LCG Progression Series. Playing solo as always, and tonight's quest is the Fate of Numenor. For the setup, we have an Uncharted deck, which I'll shuffle, and 2 copies of Lost Island. This is a 2-sided location. Don't get to know what the other side is until you move there. And then you have to explore the flip side. Get an ally to start. That's it for the setup. You place progress on this quest by exploring locations. Continuing to play the Círdan Outland Swarm deck. Do I like this hand? Well, I can't play Steward of Gondor the way it currently is, because I won't have 2 leadership resources. So I'm going to mulligan that. Alright, let's give it a try. Draw 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4 extra for Círdan and Erestor, and I need to discard one of these. And I think that will be Men of the West, since there's no use for it. Now, what do I want to do here? Well, if I play Errand-rider, I can move a resource from Erestor to Círdan, and then play Ethir's Swordsman. And that will be all. Get Light of the Valinor out later. I prioritize Ethir's Swordsman over it. I'm really sad about 2 Will of the West being in this hand. That's rough. I'll have to hope I can get them back with the 3rd one. So for the questing, I just want to quest for 8. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 should be good. And it's a drowned dead, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no problem. Go ahead and move to the Lost Island. And it flips over and we've got a Cursed Temple. While Cursed Temple is the active location, characters with less than 2 willpower do not ready during refresh phase, and so that will be the Errand-rider, Hirluin, and Ethir Swordsman have 2 thanks to Ethir Swordsman. At the end of the round, we discard all of these, and we're on to the next round. 1, 2, 3, 4 extra. And I gotta discard one of these. Well, I can't use gaining strength, so off it goes. I think I want to get out the Warrior of Lossarnach more than I want Narya. So I'll play Good Harvest and name leadership so I can play Warrior of Lossarnach for 2, and I'll also play Anfalas Herdsman for 1. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is what I want to quest for. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 will do it. And the card is, the players as a group must remove characters. Oh wait, I forgot. I actually want to quest for a little more. So I need a quest for... because to account for the extra Lost Island, I forgot it replaces itself. So, when revealed, the players as a group must remove characters with the total of at least X willpower, where X is the number of uncharted locations in the staging area. So I have to remove 2 willpower. I'll remove Anfalas Herdsman from the quest. So, Warrior of Lossarnach from the quest. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make 3 progress. And that location is cleared, which means 3 progress on the quest. And these locations get shuffled back into the Uncharted deck. So off it goes. And then I'll move to a new Uncharted location. And it is Forbidden Coast. After Forbidden Coast is flipped over while active, each player may draw a card. Then each player chooses a card from his hand and places it on the bottom of his deck. I'll place Narya on the bottom. Okay. On to the next turn. This guy will now ready up normally. And I hope I draw Elrond's Counsel or I have to deal with the Drowned Dead. I also get another Lost Island back to staging. On to the next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. I don't have resources for Steward. I'm sad about that. Can't play the Warrior of Lossarnach either. So I'll discard, I guess, Hunter of Lamedon. And I'll play Anfalas Herdsman, number 2. I'll also play Very Good Tale. With those two, discard 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can get out Hunter of Lamedon and Errand-rider, or Forlong and Errand-rider. So it'll be Forlong and Errand-rider number 2. Oh, wait. I forgot. Well, I can do that after. Never mind. Okay. Really hoping that my other Will of the West isn't wasted. So I can use Errand-rider to move a resource over so that I can play Steward and the Warrior. I would have forgotten about that if it wasn't for getting the other Errand-rider out. I tend to look right past that guy. Forlong is not in his final form at the moment. Let's see, I need 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, probably 16 for safety. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to quest with everyone. The card is, the first player discards the bottom card of his deck, then he discards each card in his hand with a printed cost higher than that of the discarded card. Well, there isn't anything in hand, so discard Narya from the bottom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, I exhausted those two, right? So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I do make 9 progress. That's great. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this goes back to the Uncharted deck shuffle. And I'm going to be moving to a new one, which is, while a lush jungle is in the staging area, characters get -1 attack and lose ranged. After it's flipped over while active, return it to the staging area unless each player exhausts each ready hero he controls. Okay, well, I'll exhaust each ready hero I control. And that's going to be resolving that, and then I put another Lost Island out. This enemy will engage. It's at 32. He'll attack the Errand-rider. Shadow card's a dud, so when Drowned Dead attacks and destroys an ally, place that ally on the bottom of its owner's deck. Seems like a good thing for me. And we're on to the next round. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Discard 1. Certainly don't want to discard Will of the West. I need that. Discard the Errand-rider. Then I want to use Very Good Tale with Forlong and Ethir Swordsman. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's great. I can get out Faramir and Knight of the Swan. And now Faramir's in his final form, so he'll ready up at the beginning of each phase. So at the beginning of the questing phase, Forlong will ready up. I'll exhaust Faramir. Need to quest for 12 probably, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, I'll actually play 2 Elrond's Counsels here. First, lower threat by 6. And that'll boost me to 12. So the card is Servant of the Deceiver. No immediate effect. And I do have 12 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so I clear this location. Back to the deck it goes, and I'll move to a new Lost Island. And it is Cursed Temple. Characters with willpower less than 2 don't ready. That's none of them right now. And we got another Lost Island. And I'll go ahead and play Will of the West to shuffle my discard pile back into my deck. And Will of the West has been eroded, so that you have to place it out of play afterwards. Oh, the Elrond's Counsels go back into the deck as well. Alrighty. So, we gotta deal with this guy. Forlong already up again. I'll put the attack on Hirluin, I think. So it's discard the bottom card of the defending player's deck. If that printed card's printed cost is 2 or less, attacking enemy gets +2. Bottom card of my deck is Men of the West. I guess the printed cost is 0. So technically it could be played for 0. So 4, 5, 6 to 3 is 3 damage. Then I just need 6 to kill it, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. On to the next round. And draw 4 extra. And discard 1. I'll discard the Steward. Drawing that Will of the West was a pretty big deal. Let's see. Do I want to play Hunter of Lamedon? I do want to play it. I don't know if I want to use the effect or not. Sometimes you can occasionally get unlucky and discard something you really need. Definitely want the Knight of the Swan out. I want the Narya out. For 1, 2. Knight of the Swan. For 1. I think I'll play the Hunter of Lamedon. And I will use his effect. It's another Steward. Okay. Oh, that's fine. And that's all. Could use another Ethir Swordsman. That's what I was really looking for. But let's quest. So I need 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 most likely. Exhaust Faramir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 13, 14 is fine. And the card is players as a group must remove a... Okay, so I have to remove 2 from the quest, 2 willpower. I'll remove the Anfalas Herdsman. So I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 progress. Gonna clear the Cursed Temple. which then goes back and move to the new Lost Island. And it is Lush Jungle. After it's flipped over while active, turn it to the staging area unless each player exhausts each ready hero he controls. Okay. And out comes a new Lost Island. And we're on to the next phase, next round. One, two, three, four. Discard one of these. Which one? Faramir. So I'll use gaining strength. Gain one resource there. I'll use Envoy of Pelargir for 1, 2, and I'll transfer that to Hirluin. Play another Errand-rider. I'll play a very good tail with Forlong and the Envoy. Discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was hoping for Ethir's Swordsman. All I get is another Envoy of Pelargir, and when it enters play I can add another resource. Alright, well, as long as I didn't discard like 2 Will of the Wests or something. But I'm not worried. My setup is very strong at this point. So I go ahead and quest for how much? 4, 8, 12, 15, I guess. Exhaust Faramir, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And what does the encounter deck have to say? Another Servant of the Deceiver. Okay, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Or wait, yeah, 16. So I make 4 progress plus 2, but yeah, that doesn't matter. So 2, 3, 4 will complete this phase of the quest. So put this back. And we're on to phase 2. Phase 2 says add 2 copies of Lost Island from the top of the Uncharted deck to the staging area. 1, 2. Add Shrine of Morgoth to the staging area. That's this card. Lost Island side face up. Remove all progress from each Uncharted location in the staging area and shuffle them so that the players don't know which one is which. So I need to shuffle these cards. Not shuffle into the encounter deck. How do I shuffle these? Okay, I figured it out. There we go. Now they go back. So basically the task is to find the Shrine of Morgoth, not knowing which one of these is which. And after location is explored, if it would be shuffled into the Uncharted deck, add it to the victory display instead. Players cannot defeat this stage unless Shrine of Morgoth is in the victory display. When it's added to the victory display, the players win the game. So I actually accidentally did a few actions while I had to pause the video for a moment. So I'm going to show the actions that happened from the moment I paused the video. And that moment was immediately following the moving the 5 Lost Islands to the table and the Fateful Discovery face up. So after that I moved to a Lost Island, and as you can see I got lucky and it was the Shrine of Morgoth. I know that's a bit suspicious that it happened off video, but there's no way to fake this action table. If I had turned the cards face up looking at them, it would show that action here. But I did not. I moved the 5 Lost Islands to the table, turned Fateful Discovery face up, and then I got lucky with the first Lost Island I moved to. Then I readied up Forlong, and I engaged one of the Servant of the Deceivers, which made me look at the bottom card of my deck, which was a good harvest. The top card of my deck, which was a good harvest. And I then moved it to the bottom, as per the text of this card. I then had the Servant of the Deceiver attack Forlong. And I added a shadow card to Servant of the Deceiver, which was a dud, Aimless Wandering. And so Forlong took 2 damage. Then I used Círdan the Shipwright and Narya to ready up 2 Warriors of Lossarnach and give them +1 attack and +1 shield each. So they were at 4 each, and I used 2 of them to kill the Servant of the Deceiver, who is now in the discard pile. I didn't need to use Círdan and Narya to do that. I just wanted to. I have enough other guys that I could have killed it, but I just wanted to. So sorry about that happening off camera. The only major thing was the getting lucky and picking the first one. I just chose the one on the far right, and it was the Shrine of Morgoth. So now we're on to the next round. And while Shrine to Morgoth is the active location, players cannot draw cards or search their decks. After Shrine to Morgoth is flipped over while active, exhaust each ally in play with a printed cost of 2 or less. So actually I forgot to do that. Okay, well, I'm going to need to rewind things then. So let's reset back to this moment, because that changes things. So that was in staging. I just flipped over Shrine to Morgoth after moving there. Other than that, I also had a good harvest on top of the deck. Okay, so that resets it. So when I move there, I have to exhaust each ally except for Forlong. And Círdan was not exhausted yet. And then I have to search the encounter deck and discard pile for an ended enemy and put it into play, engage with me. Throngs of the Unfaithful. It's put it into play, not reveal it, so I don't need to do the surge. Do I want Throngs of the Unfaithful, or would I rather have something else? I guess I'll take that. So I don't think I'll also engage the Servant of the Deceiver. I'll just leave it at that. And I'll go ahead and have it attack Erestor. For discard the bottom card of the defending player's deck. If that card's printed cost is 2 or less, attacking enemy gets +2. So discard the bottom card. It is 2. So he's at 4 attack, 2 damage. And then I can go ahead and just dispatch this guy, or I can use Narya, ready up 2 allies and do it. Just one of them is enough. 1, 2, 3, +1 for Narya is 4. So I probably could have engaged one of these Servants of the Deceiver as well. I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if he attacked Forlong. Yeah, I could have, but I didn't. So while this is active, I cannot draw cards or search my deck. So when I ready everything up, and then add 1 threat at the end of the round, I don't draw any cards. And now all I need to do is quest for 8. So if I just send everybody, that should do it, right? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I need 22, probably 26. Exhaust Faramir. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, 31. And what does the encounter deck have to say? It's a steep plateau. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 14 progress. That adds Shrine of Morgoth to the victory display. And that will be the end of the quest. Yeah, so even though I got lucky with the Lost Island and got the 1 out of 5, it wouldn't have mattered. It would have just been a matter of time until I cleared this quest. I'm not in danger threat-wise. Elrond's Counsel will keep getting recycled with Men of the West. I have more than enough dudes to handle any threats, which are relatively mild in this encounter deck. These quests in general, they don't throw really difficult shadow cards at you. So, so far, it's possible this deck is just really good, I don't know, but so far the quests have been pretty mild in this expansion. But I've enjoyed them, and I'm really liking Círdan the Shipwright. He's very good. And I like this deck a lot too. There's a lot of interesting decision making, and it seems very strong. So, thank you for watching.